Aquarius, hi. I'm going to do a general love reading today and see where it goes. Just to let you know too, I will be doing an extended and the information will be in the box below. I'm also taking personal readings at this point and the information for that is also in the box below. All right, let's get started here. I'm using the Llewellyn deck and I'm going to be starting the reading. I'll be using a Celtic cross layout and we'll see what comes up. And I just had this interesting, as I was shuffling your cards and meditating on your sign, I had this weird kind of feeling of a sigh of that you're breathing out kind of like a sigh of relief, and only it wasn't a sigh, it was almost like a wind, like coming. So instead of a it was more like a kind of wind coming out. And I know you're an air sign, so that was interesting. All right, just sharing that with you. And we'll see here where we're going with a general love reading. I don't read reversals because I read in context and I believe that the whole message is given to me. Also, just to let you know that the male and female cards in here are not gender related. They're more like the divine masculine and divine feminine energies, which we all have. Okay, so keeping that in mind, let's move ahead here and see what we've got. Interesting. All right. Sigh of relief, wind of relief. So guiding into the reading now is the Five of Pentacles. And I think with the Five of Pentacles, what I see, and certainly in relation to the rest of the reading as well, is that there's, I think at this point in your life, you're feeling like it's time for me to get out of the cold and, not the cold, but get focused. I feel like I've been wandering around trying to find something that I've been looking for, and maybe it's been there all along, okay? And that's the energy I get that's coming from the universe to guide this reading. So let's check out and see what this is. In the energies above you, oh my God, you've got good cards, I have to say. In the energies above you, you've got the Seven of Pentacles, and I'll just draw a clarifier on that to see where that is telling us. Okay, this is about abundance. So I think right now the energies above you is that what you have, the resources that you have at your fingertips and that you will be using as building blocks, are abundant. Okay, you've achieved a lot, you've gained a lot, and to keep that knowledge that you gained with you and not the fear. Okay, so building on the knowledge. Okay, and then using that knowledge as communication to put out into the world to get what what you're focused on. Because remember I said it's time to focus, right? And not just kind of wonder, and go like, oh, look at that, oh, I'll try that kind of thing. I really think that now's the time for you to focus. In the immediate past, we've got the Justice card, and that's possibly why it's time to focus, because the universe is trying to, and this is in the immediate past, it's ready to give you what you want. And I know the planets are lined up in that way right now, because the Mercury retrograde has just ended, and there's a really strong lineup, and the universe is trying, at this point is a really good time to manifest, because the planets are lined up in a way where they really do want to give people, kind of focus people what they want. So be careful and ask for what you want. And then you've got you've been through a lot. You've got the Ten of Pentacles over the Six of Cups. Now what this tells me is that the Six of Cups is on you. So in your life, I think that, you have had that soulmate, you do have that soulmate, person, people in your life right now, but it's overshadowed by pain. Now, I think there's been a lot of betrayal and hurt from the past, and though you've survived, because, this is what this is a great card for that. And the fact that you've survived tells me that, obviously you have been through a lot, but you're very strong. And maybe that's where that sigh of relief that I got was, that wind going like, oh, I can come in from the cold now because I made it. I did survive. But the Six of Cups is still there on you. And one thing that I know about soulmate people and soulmate persons in our life, soulmate to me talks about unconditional love, okay? And maybe that's what we're looking at right now. We're looking at, getting through the pain and embracing what unconditional love, what love is in your life. Because and maybe that's where the focus is coming from. Because I do see here at the base the Ten of Cups, and it's working with the Seven of Pentacles. So you do have a lot of abundance. You have a lot of, as I said, knowledge and resources. And what the Ten of Pentacles at the base is putting it all together now. Putting the cups, the pentacles, the love, all the positive things in your life together. And that's at the base of this reading. And the only block I see right now is from the past, which is the Ten of Swords. Now, it's not current. It is from the past, as I say, and you have come out of it. And it is blocking your ability, I think, with the Six of Cups there. Even now the universe is trying to, say, hey, I want to give this to you. We've got the High Priestess in your near future and the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Cups and the Six of Wands. Oh my God. So I'll just take those one at a time. So in your near future, the High Priestess is intuitively knowing things that in spite of the setbacks, in spite of the pain, in spite of the betrayal, I am connected to the soulmates that are in my life, and I do have, a lot of abundance that's over me now. So looking at, once again, using your intuitive eye and not your critical, because the swords is, if you see the Ten of Swords, that's critical thinking around it too, and not the High Priestess. The High Priestess is more related to the Six of Cups, which is being overshadowed by the Ten of Swords right now. And then you got the Seven of Wands. So taking your time, to move into the future. Like I said, you've got Eight of Wands, so you've got a lot of communications that you're sending out there, a lot of arrows, a lot of growth and stuff that you're putting out to show the universe that you're ready for it to bring you what you want. And the Seven of Cups is saying, I can handle it. I can, I know how to orchestrate my life a lot better now than I maybe did when, as the Five of Pentacles in the past, I just started kind of escaping or just, walking out into the wilderness, so to speak. And not even acknowledging the abundance that I have. So now the Seven of Wands is saying, okay, I know there's a lot, I've put out a lot, and now it's coming my way, and I can handle it. So you are ready for the universe to bring you what you ask for, which is the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups, I'm going to draw a clarifier on here. We've got the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So the Nine of Cups, which is your heart's desire, and then we've got the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords on top of that. I feel like possibly when this Ten of Swords happened to you, somehow you lost your voice, you felt powerless, and you mainly in being able to express yourself in a really honest, direct way. And so as the Nine of Cups is showing up here, in a position of what's in your near future, it is mostly about being able to, right, be able to speak your truth, be able to say, what's on your heart, what's on your mind, and possibly to the people around you. So that's what I see in terms of what your heart's desire is in the near future. And the Six of Wands as well. The Six of Wands is kind of like being acknowledged, like hearing what I have to say, acknowledging my truth, acknowledging the growth I've done, and seeing me as I am as how far I've come. And and I think that has a lot to do with the Ten of Swords. I think that's possibly where the pain and why it's still on you, and it's blocking the Six of Cups. Okay? So I hope that helps you, because the Chariot is now in your, I'm just going to draw another card on it. The Chariot is in your subconscious now. So I think that wind that I was talking about, that sigh, is now a wind, and the wind is like the Chariot. The Chariot really, you're an air sign. It wants you to be powerful again. It wants you to, be able to pursue and go after the things that you do want in life and that you have focused on and that you have asked for and that the universe is bringing you. So it's, but like you say, in the near future, I do see you getting your voice back and your ability to speak your truth and do that kind of healing that's necessary. And then you've got the King of Wands on you now. I think the King of Wands is somebody that you know that is in your life, and possibly where your Chariot is starting to move is towards this person. Now, the King of Wands can be a male or a female. It's somebody that's on their path. They're a little shaky as well. I think they are kind of standing in their own power, but at the same time, they don't seem that powerful. And with the Chariot and you sort of rushing in with your voice and your, Seven of Swords, saying, I know, this is what I want kind of thing. It'll be good for them. I think it's really good for them to be witness to that. You have the Queen of Cups in your environment and the Hierophant. So I think that this represents, I think there is a marriage that is in your environment. I think there's a relationship that is or was there. It was like a marriage, a solid relationship. And the Queen of Cups, so it's like, I'm just going to draw another card on that. I've got the Page of Cups. So I think it's that being acknowledged in that situation, in that relationship, acknowledging you as the Page of Cups coming forward now, in a very shy kind of way, being able to be in touch with being the Queen of Cups again, because I think that's where you got hurt and possibly closed your heart, and therefore we're kind of wondering, in the cold. And now it's in your environment and it's around, the solid constructs like marriage or, that kind of connection that you've been involved in. And now the Queen of Cups wants to emerge again and feel safe enough to be, because don't forget, it's the Ten of Cups that's at the base here. So being able to be in a heart-centered place and a vulnerable place and not feel unseen, unheard, and, and then knowing now that you know how to take care of yourself so you can take the risk to be vulnerable again. In a position of what you want, I've got the Two of Pentacles. So this is what you want. You actually want that kind of balance in your life, that kind of a sense of not being thrown off when something comes, being thrown off by your past pain. But I can handle things now. As I said, you had the Seven of Wands there too, so you have learned a lot in the last while. You've done a lot of growth. In the outcome, we've got the Lover's card. All right, I'm going to, in the extended, go more into that, but I do think that this has to do with the King of Wands at the base in your subconscious. So I do feel like there is a relationship, there is somebody there for you that's, I think, already in your life, but possibly not. But as I say, we'll do that more in the extended. I'm just going to draw an oracle now to come to closure. We got the Cat. The Cat is independence and healthy boundaries. As I said, the independence of your voice being put out there, right? The healthy boundaries. You knowing now how to deal with things as they come into your life because you have healthy boundaries. So you are being guided by the Oracle. It is there to help you. And the High Priestess that showed up, as your intuition can sense this at this point. So I do see a lot of healing that's taken place, and now I see you putting yourself out there in a more honest way. Okay, thanks, and I hope to see you again next week, and I will be doing the extended. Okay. It'll be in the box below.